Hey there folks, rinimt here and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In the last part, we got to the gates of Ala Mhigo. And now, it's time. Stormblood. The battle for Ala Mhigo is at hand. All forces have been ordered to advance into the city proper. I trust your unit of elite adventurers is ready, Lieutenant? Excellent. Your objective is to make haste for the castle and kill Zenos, the Galvez. Any questions? Of course not. Now go and get the bastard. Ala Mhigo is now accessible. Let's do this thing. Oh, it was only 15 seconds. Hopefully, non-jerk tank that will actually wait. Macro is ready. Alright, I definitely had to hit the macro there. So, welcome to Ala Mhigo. We are going to start off with, well, Imperials. Welcome to Ala Mhigo. We are kind of trying to liberate it, so yes, we are fighting Imperials again. And they're supposed to be keeping up with the enemy, so, hello. Avoid that. Let's toss up a Brotherhood. So, our usual dealio here in terms of AoEing. Probably want to take care of the Predators first, and now you can really start to see Brotherhood in action now. Oh, I say that as Brotherhood wears off, but yeah, you can start to really see Brotherhood in action, because definitely getting a lot of ticks there. So we are going to have to wait for the barriers to go away. And there goes the tank. Hopefully they actually heed the macro, otherwise they are doing that Mentor Crown a disservice. So you do want to kind of stay on the side right there, but eventually you will be back into AoE territory, because these things will just rush across this little pathway here, but once you run back over here, more Imperials will show up. So, right near the end of the pool, more Imperials. More Imperials. I think I'm gonna hold Brotherhood for a moment here. I think. It'd probably be slightly better to not hold it, but I never said I was an amazing monk, so yeah. I'm really bad at holding when I probably shouldn't. Not holding when I probably should. And yeah, no. Okay. That path is revealed to us. So, our first thing on deck here is Magitech Scorpion! Attack when the tail is up. Sorta. So, electromagnetic field will be a generic AoE. Target search is going to put targeting rings under the 2 DPS, I believe. And we kind of want to bait these. Bait. And then he's going to start to do tail laser. We are going to want to stay on the side. Do not be in front or behind. That is the unsafe spot because we are attacking while the tail is up. Yeah. And congrats, that is the basics of... I want to say Guard Scorpion. I really do. Magic Scorpion. I really want to say it. But, well, basically it's not. Alright, got another target search. I believe this is going to be the 2 DPS and the healer. Nope, this one is everyone. And tank. Didn't help me on that bait there. So yeah, as you can see, it kind of sticks around. This time, it's actually going to tail laser into a target search. To really bait this away. Okay. With my garbage rotation here. Jeez. Jeez, really. Let's go ahead and Motherhood. Just because. Like I said, I hold it when I shouldn't. I don't hold it when I should. I mean, it didn't actually get me a full chakra gauge, so it wasn't exactly great. But hey. So now we are gonna have, wait for it, more materials. So, there is a very crazy pull you can do right here, and that's continuing this pull into the next area. It's crazy. I've healed it. It's not fun to heal. I assume it's not fun to tank. I'm not that crazy in my tanking, okay? Not that crazy. Obviously, we need to avoid the shoulder cannons here. And another shoulder cannon. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're about to see why doing this the very big pull here is pretty much crazy. So we're going to be fired upon, and there's also going to be these doggies here. We need to not get hit by the stuff firing on us, because obviously that's damage we can avoid. Go ahead and also Brotherhood. So while the canines do die fast enough, obviously it's just a crazy pull to pull off because avoiding stuff, yada yada. And I actually actively dislike this particular part because you can see, so the ground is very, like, yellowy, right? Yeah, so this makes the AoE actually somewhat difficult to see. Mainly on this rear guard guy. And it really is annoying. Focus down the rear guard. So you really just have to pay attention to when he's using Experiment Pile, what direction he's facing. Could we not be fired upon when I'm trying to do positionals? Thank you. Alright, so now that we killed them, they magically managed to kill the Imperials at that very point, so they stopped firing on us, and they couldn't have done it sooner than the useful, could they? Alright, so we have Ola's Malacina. Recording subject's performance. Go ahead and Brotherhood. I just always have to be ready to hit my Forbidden Chakra because it can just zoom up. So, yeah, with 8 people, you can really just get the chicks on. And so this is going to be a 2-part AoE. It's first going to be an out and then an in. I think it also will do in and then out. And so a magic disruptor is about to happen, and it's going to stun us.
Initiate soul extraction.
Pull us in, if you're not already in. And then knock back, and we're going to get the out-of-body effect on us. So there's these claws, and we cannot sprint, not do anything. We do not want the claws to grab us. We need to kind of do a roundabout path to get back to our body. Of course, again, while still not getting hit. We can hit to our body.
The soul propels.
That happens. Am I really the first one out? Really? So you also do get a moment of invincibility there as you're going back into your body, just because, well, yeah. And then if you take too long, you die. Just dead. Flat out dead.
This data.
Since, well, your soul's been gone through your body too long. And from there, that's the only time in the fight that happens. So from there, let's go ahead and just do this. Mana Burst. Yeah, a regular AoE. Order the charge is going to bring out the turret. Wow, come on. I hate when I say that once. And then I hit it and I get invalid target. Ugh. Really? So we're about to have another fun job of... Come on, I hit it. I used it. Why aren't you letting me? Of AoE avoidance. So we need to defeat these laser fields, get rid of them. So best thing you want to do as a tank here is bring the main group of enemies over to one side so that you can just AoE down. These are omni-positional. Don't have to worry about positionals on the laser fields. And with the first one down, we're about to run into, wait for it, more Imperials. So we're gonna run into a Hexagram here. Oh, we're going crazy. Crazy pull, huh? We are going crazy. Really? So what I would do here, actually, if I was on Dancer or Red Mage, I would actually use Limit Break here. It would be a much better use than the melee Limit Break on the last boss, to be honest. It would be far better damage to just AoE all this nonsense down. But, well, a lot of ranged people don't actually do that, unfortunately. But it is actually better to do it if you are given a chance. So remember all that time ago when it took 8 people to take down 1 Colossi? Yeah, now we're taking out 2 at once. No big deal. No biggie. So, main thing here to avoid, of course, is Exhaust and also Grand Sword. I don't think I avoided that. I'm not. I'm sorry. I will bloodbath for my sins here. One down, so it should be a piece of cake. We have obviously taken down just one at a time, multiple times by now. I mean, at least while it's using stuff, it's not turning constantly. At least. as you probably expected, the last fight is Zenos! I mean, come on. It was very much to be expected. So Zenos! Oh man. There's gonna be some key things we're going to pay attention to in this fight. Like a moth to the flame, why else would you come if not for this? Alright, and then we will go. So Zenos is gonna have some regular AoEs, and I am going to want to hold my solar tackle. So Art of the Swell, we are going to want to stay in, close to him. This is about to be a knockback. Like so. I probably should have used arm's length. So yeah, you have to pay attention to the color or the look of whatever it is he's using. I think also based on what he says, but I never actually pay attention to what he says. So this is gonna be the crackly lightning. It's gonna be you want to be away from him. Which as well why I want to make sure I hold on to shoulder tackle. So Vein Splitter, let's get it out, because of course didn't get out of that nonsense. He's just doing it 4 times right there. He also, I guess, charges, yeah, he charges after one of the party members to do a clonal, and you will want to point this out, otherwise you're going to try and cleave the entire group. So that's Tank Buster right after he said kill there, I guess. Looks like Tank Buster, so. Comes to Travity is going to be our basic, our normal AoE in this fight. I definitely hit a lot on there. Alright, Art of the Sword, we will want to spread. Because this is a line attack on every party member. So you will take a lot of damage to your stat.
Show me your work.
So when he says that, we will want to
just so.
Do this. I'm actually going to go ahead and toss arm's length now, so I don't get the knockback off of the green one. And I'm going to go ahead and take care of this one first, I guess, just because it is the annoying line attack. Let's go ahead and take Sarah Swell next. This is the knockback. And of course, he is gaining gauge. Actually, nice. Move that real quick when... Oh yeah, still trying to do it. Ow! Forgot about paralyzed. Incurable paralyzed.
Have you the strength?
Alright, so while he's doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my...
The power to transcend.
My gauge. And that's Xenos! We did it! Yay! We beat Xenos! We're the masters! We're the champions! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh. He got away. So, let's talk about Ala Mhigo for a moment here. In that final chance, there is a very rare chance that a mount can drop. Yes, a mount. It's very, very rare. I have never seen it drop. I do have it on my main character, but that's because it was in a special event. But yeah. Yeah, no, there's a mount there that can drop. Yeah. Which is why people tend to run this dungeon sometimes. Yeah. I didn't even get a commendation for actually assuming that break. After his ultimate. Didn't realize it was on.
Yes! Yes! Such ferocity. Such tenacity. I am loath to recall how disappointed I was when first we fought. But finally, after bathing in the blood and offal of your enemies, finally you prove yourself worthy prey for the hunt. It fills you even now, doesn't it? The hunger to bite down on my jugular, to feel the warmth fill your mouth and run over even as you drink deep. Good. Good. This is the beast I have longed to face. As you sharpen your claws, I too sought newfound strength. But this is no place for a final contest. Come! The heavens shall bear witness to our dance. Welcome to the Royal Menagerie. The King of Ruin built this place for his foreign queen. He kept it filled with familiar creatures from her homeland. They bored me all. This fine specimen, on the other hand, is simply divine. Your fates are entwined, are they not, Icon Slayer? This dragon, this embodiment of unbridled despair, born of a desperate man's burning hatred for the Empire. How raw the raging tempest that churns within its breast. No myth made manifest this, but a being of pure violence. Mayhap you are the true architect of our design. You who fought the very soul of vengeance to the edge and watched him fall. You who let slip the Allagan hound to drive this icon into my arms. Oh my, have I said too much? Forgive me, this sensation is wholly unfamiliar to me. A question, then, and I should like very much for you to speak from the heart. If I were to stand aside, what would you do to this icon? Ah, as simple as that. But of course, you are the Icon Slayer. Such certainty is to be expected. A pity. There is another alternative. Or there would be. Had you only mastered your ability. I speak of the Echo, of course. Does it merely render you immune to iconic influence, or is it rather that your influence is far greater than theirs? Granted, These implications are of no moment to a savage who thinks only of killing the beast before him. But when I read Van Belsar's reports, I immediately saw the boundless potential of the Echo. I saw how it could be instrumental in binding an icon to one's will. Hence my research and the Resonant, and oh, so much more. All icons must be exterminated, without exception. Such was the Imperial mandate issued by my great-grandfather, after he saw firsthand the destruction wrought by one such being. They are a blight upon this star, he felt. And so he began his great and just crusade. Ha! 'Twas not justice which spurred his campaign, but fear! Fear of the icons! Fear of their power! Cowardice made them march forth to battle. Pathetic. Man should fight for the joy of it. To live, to eat, to breed. Lesser beasts snap and howl at one another for this. Only man has the wisdom and the clarity to embrace violence for its own sake. For we who are born into this merciless, meaningless world have but one candle of life to burn. I know you understand this. You and I are one and the same. Together, we could while away the quiet hours as friend and confidant. If you will accept me. And yet, in doing so, you prove me right. We are warriors. 'Twas plain from the first how this would end. You live for these moments, when all hangs in the balance, when the difference between life and death is but a single stroke. I live for them too! This is who we are, my friend! This is all we are! Ala Mhigo and Doma and Garlemald be damned! Of the gods, you by your gift, I by my might. And before the resonance, the gods shall be made to kneel. Ending to mark a
The Royal Menagerie is now accessible. Okay. Let's go. We didn't. Alright, so Shinryu, there's going to be corrupted ether. We are going to want to pay attention to this. Once it fills up, we are going to have to pay attention. So you're going to see tidal wave. Tidal waves get all the way over, literally on the edge. The alternative you can do here is you can hit arm's length. I hit it a little late there. This time I was on the right spot. Yeah, it's a massive knockback there. I have a stack on me, so let's go ahead and stack in the water actually, because this is going to be Supernova, which is weakened by being in water. So Ockmorn is going to target the tank and whoever is closest to it. Whoever's closest to it. Okay, no, I'm thinking extreme. Sorry, thinking extreme. Alright, can we begin emitting an ominous glow? At which point we want to look behind us. There's going to be icicles going across the screen. We need to watch for these icicles and not get hit by them. They have a small knockback and they also do vulnerability. Ether is approaching critical mass once again. So, yes, preparing tactical. Do not be in the water. Judgment Bolt makes you more susceptible to lightning. There is an alternative you can do here, which is Hellfire, in which case you want to be in the water. Alright, so Shinryu is going to fly away. Obviously, no solid hit left here. We have left wing and right wing. So we're going to have a bunch of proximities going off, because these cocoons are going to fall. We want to kill these Ginryus and Hakinryus. The Ginryus are pretty squishy. Hakinryus a little less so. Alright, so now these are in the four corners, so the safest spot to be here is going to be in the middle or right between two of them. It's about the same damage either way. So let's go ahead and just AoE these down and then focus on the Hakinryu. Death Sentence is the Tank Buster. Tank Buster really freaking hurts. Now with 5, we are going to want to hit down here. This is going to be our safest spot, least amount of damage we will take. And again, rule of 3, go ahead and AoE. So this is game reuse this time. Let's go ahead and take care of them. Let's see if I can do this. So 6 seconds to Protostar. This is going to be his major move. Ideally here, with the Paladin, you would have him use his Shield Guard thing. The heavens are too small a field for our dance, so let's transcend mortal soil. Also, I realized I'm just reading the text. I'm sorry. Okay. Please forgive me. I'm about to murder everyone's ears. You have to mash there. You don't have to mash as hard as I do. I might be a little practiced from an extreme. I'm sorry. But you do have to mash decently well there. And if you don't mash, well, you die. So he is going to do a dive bomb. Dash across the screen. You want to look for him. And not get hit. And it's going to have a knockback if you do get hit, which is going to do a slight knockback, so you don't want to get knocked off the edge. And you're also going to notice that there are squares. Welcome to showing everything. So he's going to start preparing his tail. We want to pay attention to the tail and watch where it goes down. If you're under it, you're going to take massive damage. We need to take care of the tail as soon as it lands. Once you take care of the tail, Shinryu is going to take a bunch of damage. Oh, sorry. This day we shall ride a new legend, my friend. This battle shall echo in eternity. Alright, so, gonna do some chains. If you remember chains from the vault, you need to run them apart to break them. Alright, let's get out of here. Not get hit by the tail. Same deal. Take care of the tail ASAP. If it does fall down, you don't take the damage bonus. And you also notice the ground is cracking. This middle one is a safe one. It will never crack. It will never completely break. The side ones, all the blue ones, will break. Alright, so you want to get out of this AoE here, because that's going to do a knockdown effect. Alright, Diamond Dust. I'm too far away here. Diamond Dust is just going to be a massive AoE, and it's going to drop water on the ground once more. Alright, left wing is emitting an ominous glow, which I believe means ice. Also, a tail is coming down, so we're going to get to see a platform crack. So if platform cracks and tail is on it, it will fall off sooner, which means you have less time to kill it. Go ahead and final heaven. Got a stack going off here. Let's get in that. Talk about the Brotherhood. Alright, tail coming down once more. So that middle one's going to go down, but that's fine. Go ahead and take care of the tail because that last one over there was out. So once we didn't see Howling Wind. Howling Wind is a knockback effect. If it knocks you off the platform, obviously you'll fall off and die. I think there is Titan one. I think. Yeah, there is a Titan. I don't remember what it does, but it does something. But yeah, Howling Wind is the nasty one and the mean one. But yeah, we did it! Now we did it. Now we did it. And also yeah, you can still see here how the platforms are cracked, so if this had been hit again, and then he tried to bring his tail onto this particular one again, it would have just fallen down and wouldn't have been able to hit it at all. Oh, and you can just infinitely fall now. Whee! You don't die if you fall. Unlike, say, Titan, if he fell off the edge at the end, he would die. Yeah. So you can do that. And yeah, there we go. That's Shinryu. 2 commentations and I got an achievement. Nice.
Are you all right? Zenos.
Oh, come on, I beat you.
The hunter has indeed become the hunted. And yet, there is only joy. Transcendent joy that I have never known. How invigorating, how pure this feeling.
that what this was all about? All the meaningless death and destruction, so you could feel something?
Meaningless. Men die that others may live. Those who survive are stronger for it. Not that you could ever understand. To have stood upon this great stage of fools. To have played my part to perfection. Oh, this moment. Let it be enshrined in eternity. My heart beating out of time. So clear, so vivid, so real. So real. Coward!
Stop!
Farewell, my first friend. My enemy.
Where is he?
He's dead. By his own hand.
Then justice has been done.
No. There's no justice in that rabid animal's end.
Liberty or death. That so many should be forced to take up this creed to defeat such madness.
We won. Forget him. The living have need of us now.
Stand tall, Lys. Now is the time to raise a cheer for all who fought for freedom. A cheer loud enough to carry to the highest heavens.
You're right. Thank you. Without you... well, you know. So let's do it together. For Ala Mhigo! In crimson it began, and in crimson it ended. And then we were free. But what is freedom, really? We may be free to live, to love, to grow old, to have dreams and desires, and to strive for them. But in the end, we're defined by the legacy our forefathers bequeathed to us. Even Zenos was once a baby in the cradle, innocent and pure. He was made into a creature that lived only for death, not born one. "20 years of Imperial rule have left Ala Mhigo torn and bleeding. It won't be easy to heal a generation's worth of wounds, to bridge the gap. But I won't give up, Papalimo. I won't. Because I remember the price of freedom. I remember the smoke, and the ashes, and the blood. I remember the screams, and the silence. And I'll do whatever it takes to honor their sacrifice, to build a home for us all. I promise you. This is the end. The end of the Imperial province of Ala Mhigo, and the rebirth of Ala Mhigo, the free nation. Long may she endure. 12-fold. Beckoned by the bells of vengeance, spirits bold. A lover lost, a family torn, a solemn pyre raised to rouse the slumbering heaven. Fire in your eyes, fire in your hearts, steel as you sound the horns of the war. You know the cost. For who shall mourn when light is quenched, that another might burn brighter?
Well, well, well. What a fine mess we've made. All but spent feeding that primal, eh? Well, you won't be making any mischief with that amount of ether. Still, better safe than sorry. There ends your hateful legacy.
My condolences were lost. A father should not have to outlive his son. What nonsense. You did not mourn his loss. You surprised me, your radiance. He was your son and heir, an irreplaceable test subject. I know what he was. Monsters are not made for thrones. Nor are stars made to sustain false gods who sup on their very essence. Icons summoned by desperate savages who hearken to the whispers of shadowless charlatans. Should you raise a hand against my black-robed brethren, I will not stop you. Our desires is one and the same: preservation, restoration. Compression, resurrection, all in service to your one true God. And when the sundered shards are made whole, there will be a place for us mere mortals. Or will there be a place for us mere mortals? Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will, your radiance. You will come to trust me in time. Till then, mayhap you'll find this reassuring. How dare you? Whew. Oh, goodness me. Where are we? Where's my NPC? There you are. We did it! We liberated Ala Mhigo! I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to feel about it all. Relief, I suppose. Pride. And hope, too. We did it, Father. Ida, Papa Lima, Conrad, Mefred, Philia. We really did it. Hey, don't feel like you have to stand there listening to me mumble. Everyone else wants to talk to you. Do I want to talk to them, though? You beat him, after all. You're the real hero of the story. Someone run along and take your plaudits. But I don't want to talk to them, though. For you to best Xenos, even after you had harnessed the power of a primal, is a testament to your ever-growing strength. Not better to have had your vengeance stolen from you by another. There is some small regret, perhaps, but that is outweighed by the satisfaction I find in his death. I commend you, Arya. As should we all. Zenos was a monster in its heart. The man who killed my father and countless others of my countrymen. The world is a better place without him in it. I should also praise Master Ala Mhigo for his foresight and restraint. Had he not intervened, I might never have had the pleasure of being reunited with Hakuryu and his Lupin brothers. It was a timely intervention, yes. Full glad am I not to have been burdened with the guilt of killing my Lord Hion's most trusted allies. Ha! Indeed, my friend, indeed. After all we've been through, I really should know better than to worry, but as ever, the relief I felt upon finding you hale and whole in the world Menagerie well nigh reduced me to tears. The warrior of light, victorious again. I should be surprised if some small part of you had not come to resent the title and the responsibilities which accompany it. You must forgive us if we call you hero when you accomplish heroic feats. But as the warrior of light goes, so goes the world. You should take pride in the good you have done and the good you have inspired others to do. You are a natural-born leader of men, Arya. All these people weren't just following their commanders, they were following you. And you led them to victory, to freedom! Alas, not everyone can see the journey through to its end, but history shall remember them and the glorious future they made possible. Can you believe it? We won! We beat the bastards! Ala Mhigo! Ala Mhigo! Sorry, got a bit carried away there, didn't I? It's hard not to, you know? We owe it to friends who buried the shout and scream and cheer with all our hearts. I want them to know it wasn't for nothing. It's finally over, and they can rest in peace. You hear that, lads? We'll be alright. We'll be a bugger, not again. I'm so happy I could cry. The hero of the hour! I suppose we'll have to add Liberator to your titles. With their commander fallen, the remainder of the 12th chose to surrender to their forces. After 20 long years, it's official. The occupation is ended. But now the hard work starts. Though the people have had their fill of kings, there is no clear consensus on what sort of government they would prefer instead. Indeed, Father, momentous as this achievement may be, the road which lies before us is no less uncertain than the one we have walked. Aye. Well, if we can overcome 2 decades of oppression, I have no doubt we can find a way forward. Thank you, Lieutenant, for helping to make this dream a reality. Oh, come on. I have to go back down to the east now. Finish your rounds? Great. In that case, I'd like you to come with me. Back to Broker's Reach. Not for a rematch or anything, sadly. I want to call the Xenos together. I'll explain later. Oh, thanks for the auto teleport. Appreciate it. Really, just an auto teleport. Wow. I don't even know where to begin.
We've been through a lot together, haven't we? I can't thank you enough. There's something I need to say to you all. That is, if you have a moment. Good. You're all here. Good. Good. Thank you doesn't really suffice, does it? I'm grateful. Truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. But I know you didn't fight so hard just to hear me or anyone else say that. You fought because you wanted to help, because you believed it was right, because you're scions. Now, I'm obviously a scion, but as Conrad left me in charge of things here, I also have responsibilities to Ala Mhigo. When I put it like that, though, I realized I couldn't even pretend to be impartial anymore. So it seemed best to make it official. As long as I serve Ala Mhigo, I can't be a scion. It might be selfish and short-sighted, but that's my decision.
Am I to understand that you summoned us all, some of us still nursing wounds, to hear this?
Oh, I didn't,
Forgive me, Lise. 'Twas but a jest. But this I say with the utmost sincerity. Scion or no, we are comrades, now and ever after. Is that not so? There you have it. Come what may, you may count on us in your hour of need. We shall never refuse you.
Stola. Oh, gods. I swore I wouldn't cry.
Come back here, you slippery little devil. To think fishing could be so difficult. What greater proof of a man's lingering mortality than an empty belly? A fate worse than death. Fie on it. To have arrived at the appointed place and time, only to survive by mere force of habit. Truly, the Kami are not finished with us yet. Oh, capricious fortune. How you test me with this wretched soul.
This is indeed the work of either Shinryu or Omega, since there is undeniably something down there radiating a massive amount of energy, which cannot very well be the late Viceroy's Lapdragon. Yes, I think we have our suspect. Well, this is a mess of our own making, so it falls to us to clean it up. It won't be easy, but is it ever? And now comes the part where you say you've got no choice but to divert company resources and employees to this pet project of yours. Last profits and belligerent clans be damned. Financial considerations notwithstanding, you have to admit there is an unquantifiable benefit in giving our people the opportunity to study such advanced technology. Oh, is that before or after you blow it up or seal it away? Fine. But the moment I judge this little venture an unsustainable risk to the ironworks, I'm ending it. Savvy? And to keep you honest, using my authority as deputy president, I've gone ahead and brought in a consultant, a master engineer and mechanical genius. Okay? You didn't. Come now, you mustn't build our expectations too high. It will be less dramatic when I surpass them. Oh no. Absolutely not. This is not happening. Tolskeva eager to begin his first day as a loyal member of the Ironworks team. Looking forward to working with you, Garland. So fell the hunter, but what of the hound? So rose the children, but what of their father? Mount speed and progress reached has increased. Mount speed in Shiogane has increased. Alright, well, that is the patch 4.1 story there. So, we've got a little pit stop to make. Let's make sure my inventory still has what I need in it. Yeah, it does. Let's hope I have enough in it. Let's go ahead and check out the wondrous Sunday. I don't have enough, do I? Fruit and fudge cakes. I need to get it one more time. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, we beat Stormblood. I almost said Shadowbringers, but we beat Stormblood. Yay! Oh, how many poetics do I have? 1,300. Okay, no, I'm not using this NPC. We are going to go to Kugane. So, of course, much like with Heaven's Word and Realm Reborn, we have now unlocked the post-game of Stormblood. And, like with Heaven's Word and A Realm Reborn, I am going to be doing a patch by patch. So, after this, I will be doing what would have been considered the end game for patch 4.0, which is going to be a dungeon or a couple dungeons, and the first set of the 8-man raid. I don't know why I'm using that. So, and also as a bonus, we now have this, which unlocks once you beat Stormblood. Let's go ahead and check the Skaven gear. Most important bit to get here is gonna be the Tonfa. Additionally, let's go ahead and grab this. This is a slight upgrade for us. All of this is gonna be slight upgrade. But we can finally start grabbing ourselves the level 70 gear. That's actually, you know, slightly better than the crafted stuff. So, yeah. Also, we do have extremes unlocking. We're gonna have D2 from the story, much like with Heaven's Word. So that's gonna be Susano and Lakshmi, of course. Hopefully I can find groups for them. That might prove to be slightly difficult. We'll find out. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Next time we will be taking on... No, what am I saying? Let's just go unlock Susano and Lakshmi right this second. We're in Kugane. Let's do it. Hello. Gonna have to ignore some of what's on this NPC. So instead of it being actual quests, one thing they did do different with this is it's not quests, it's just this wandering minstrel, much like it was before. With certain ones, the ones that were like the minstrel's ballad. So it's just gonna be all our extremes are gonna be off the wandering minstrel this time. Ah, who should stand before me but the hero who shattered the shackles of oppression in Doma and Ala Mhigo both? In spite of your burgeoning fame, I am honored that you should willingly share your precious time with this humble minstrel. If I may ask, how are you enjoying the Far East? With its many charms, it is an easy place to like. Indeed, it holds a special place in my heart. You might even say it is a second home to me, often as I find myself here on endless quests for verse. In this particular visit, the proprietor of the theater chanced to hear me perform and took a shine to my work. One thing led to another, and a number of my songs were adapted for the stage. Such are the crowds they have drawn. I have since been commissioned to write pieces for a new production. That is not to brag, mind you. Nay, far from it. For though I am glad for this approval, the truth is I've been struggling to summon forth the inspiration with which to fuel my creativity. But of course, your recent exploits could well provide me with the inspiration I need. Such events you must have witnessed, such emotions experienced in your struggle to liberate Doma and Ala Mhigo from the clutches of the Empire. Though the tales have been doing their rounds, there is no substituting a first-hand account. Nay, I would see from the eyes of she who stood in the thick of it and knows the depths of her heart. I shall remain in Kugane while I compose my pieces for the Mujikoza. Whenever you can spare a moment, I ask that you regale unto me your recent adventures, and I shall see to it they are immortalized within these halls. Let's go ahead and speak with him. Ah, something heroic this way comes. How fare you, Arya? As ever, I am seeking inspiration to draw upon my work. If you have any new experiences to share, I should very much like to hear them. So, there's going to be 3 options here because, yes, spoiler, Shinryu, I already mentioned the fight. It does have an extreme, however, that is patch 4.3 content, like it was in Heaven's Word. Or 4.2? 4.2! Because Thornton was 3.2. Yeah, so Shinryu is 4.2. Let me double check this. Was it? 4.1. Sorry, 4.1 is Shinryu. For now, though, let's talk about Lakshmi and Susano. Oh, what stirring story have you for me today? To lose her beloved daughter not once but twice, first to the Empire and then to the Primal's false promise. That's all I can do to imagine the Kalyana Elder's grief. And as if she had not lost enough, unable to bear the reality, she chooses to flee from it by making an offering of her soul to the Primal. 'Tis a tragedy that rend hearts. My apologies, Arya. I know full well that I asked you for a tale, but so private and intense a sorrow should not be made the subject of amusement. However, I would honor the memory of the departed with a verse. Gosh, I'm gonna do this for every Primal, aren't I? For her daughter's life a mother mourned, but from the flesh her soul was torn. For her daughter's smile a mother yearned, now from a dream she may ne'er return. Forgive me if I've awakened unpleasant memories. Liberties may be taken in a tale's telling, but it cannot wipe away such sorrow that has taken root in one's heart. Nay, no more than abiding in a dream will change reality. Even so, we may pray for wounds to heal and scars to fade, and so pray I shall for the Kalyana and all those who grieve, that they may one day know peace. Emanation Extreme is now accessible. Same text there. Susano. Ah, you have a new tale for me. Wonderful. A clash against a kami of legend. The words fairly write themselves. Yes, this would adapt very well indeed for the stage, and I dare say even the Koji would come to watch. As the song is about you, however, 'tis only meet that you are the first to hear it. Lend your ears then to the tale of your furious encounter with Susano, the Lord of the Rebel. Upon eastern seas, 3 treasures join to birth the Kami great, whose sacred blade strikes on hearts and cleaves the land in straits. From western lands a challenger comes, a hero from afar, whose radiant blade sets souls ablaze and shines the very stars. So was I able to capture Susano's stormy grandeur. I drew upon my imagination to create a more evocative imagery, but it should more or less line up with your experience. Somewhat stormier than you recall? Well, then that makes it just right. Upon the stage, storytelling takes on a different dynamic, you see, and it is common practice to favor the grandiose. But with your rousing tale at its heart, I have no doubt that the play will be received with no less than a standing ovation. The Pula Tribute Extreme is now accessible. I just want to get these accessible now so that, just in case, I have them available. So, on that note, next time we will go ahead and take on the two dungeons that have unlocked upon beating Stormblood that were in 4.0. Remember, that's the key part here. They were in this patch. Or, well, specifically in the base expansion. So, thank you for watching! We did it, we beat Stormblood. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep making content like this and more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out. Bye!